just to scuff it up, like the whole tail cone, a little bit further than the tail cone, because the Bondo will be all over. Bondo is gonna come all on the side here. So more I do, the better it is. Just nice and lightly. At this stage, because afterwards the whole model will be wet sanded, as I mentioned in my other video. So I'm just going around nicely. I'm just not putting much pressure on it. Trying to keep one way stroke, like in lengthwise. Yes. I mean, I can go in any direction, but it's better to keep it one way. And just keep going over it. You know, make sure you get it all off. You can do it in kitchen, you can do it in your washroom, you can do it in your basement, anywhere it's easily accessible for you to do. You know what, maybe once this whole thing needs to be done, I might as well just go down and do it now. So what I'm doing is I'm going right at the edge there, scuffing it off. All I'm doing is going right up to the paint. I don't want to go through the paint at this stage. And as you can see, this decal is starting to go off, like it's disappearing because I'm sanding over it. So that means I've cut through the clear coat part and also on the decal. The same thing I'm going to do on the right side. I'm just going to go right on the edge from the top. And this is important to do because it stays these joints, these creases or crevices that needs to, you know, the clear coat needs to be sanded on those joints there. Just going nice and easily. And the reason why you wet sand it, because when you wet sand it, you don't end up putting more scratches, and the sanding becomes very smooth sanding, and water actually lubricates the sandpaper. And it's really good if you can wet sand instead of dry sanding it. This is my preferred way, especially on these models. just takes some time. Where the chips are, I'm sanding those too, so I can make nice and smooth curved surface, like for paint to stick. Without causing any damage to the shape of the thing, because since this is a resin, I have to be very careful that I don't sand deep enough that it is going to affect the shape, the original shape. Can't afford to do that. Then it will be more work to build it up again. So it's better to do it in the first time where it's nice and smooth and the shape doesn't get changed. It does take some time, and this is the same process when the aircraft, the full-scale aircraft goes into the paint shop to get painted. So they sand the whole airplane down. Obviously they use buffer sanders and buffers to do it, but here I'm using my hand, and I'm resting my right hand so my shoulder doesn't hurt right on the sink here. As you can see, the decal is starting to dissipate, and this means the sandpaper is doing its job, and the old decal is gonna fade off. The clear coat is getting sanded. I mean, I love this livery, don't take me wrong. I've had it for almost like 12 years, so time for a change. And it's hard to find these 1/100 scale models also. So now I'm on the left side. I'm doing the same thing, water sanding it, the tail. Some people use blocks like to get a nice smooth edge and stiffness, so you're not doing this like in curves, but in this situation here it's okay to just use your fingers to do it, because all you're doing is taking off the old decal by removing the clear coat, and you're not actually doing any shaping or anything like that. So if you go nice and long strokes like I'm doing, you should be okay. So here's a crease for the rudder that needs to be also sanded. As you can see, the decal is starting to diminish, and I'm not gonna go all the way through. I'm just gonna do enough because the model is gonna get painted and primered anyways. So this is gonna be good enough. I'm just gonna go a little bit more. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let it dry and use a rag to dry it up and see how the clear coat came off. And I mean, you have to have a nice clean rag.